I cannot believe that Ash Trevino is over here, y'all, still going on about her fake marriage. Okay, you guys are going to see within today's video that she is saying that no, like legitimately that she was going to get married, which I am so sorry, y'all. Maybe she believed it in her head. I don't really know. But basically, from what I've gathered, okay, from what I've pieced together over here, is that apparently this guy Junior's manager wanted them to get married, like for real, to like make it seem legit. Like basically wanted them to get a marriage certificate and everything like that, and then like basically get a divorce. And she's like confirming that, okay? Which I gotta keep it real with you guys. I understand that these, TikTokers and people on the internet are just, they're a little cuckoo and they will do some crazy things, but like to actually go and get married, do you know what I mean, is really crazy. Like, I don't know if you guys recall, okay, like everyone was like, oh my gosh, Jake Paul and Tana Mojo were like getting married, and that was like a big old thing years ago, and everyone was blowing it up on the internet, and obviously that was a skit. So obviously this style of thing has been around for a while. However, to my understanding and from what I have seen, they didn't legally get married, they just acted like it. Do you know what I mean? Like they pieced together like a whole marriage as if they really were, but I don't think there was actual papers signed. And for Ash Trevino to be over here talking about like, oh yeah, like she was really gonna go through with it is crazy. If you guys did not see my last Ash Trevino video, okay, the one that was titled something along the lines of Ash Trevino gets real nasty in front of her dad and kids, y'all, it's mind-blowing to me because there is a lot of allegations going on right now. I don't know what to believe, to be quite honest with you guys. I already told you guys I don't know who this guy Junior is. Literally, this is my first time hearing of him. However, there has been some allegations that have come out about him that apparently he was talking to an underage girl. And this is where Ash Trevino's like, oh, hell to the no. She stopped her collaboration with him. She said that she's no longer getting married with him. She is breaking up with her fiance, which I'm like, okay, girl, like calm down. Anyways, what's so crazy to me is that you guys are going to see in some clips that I have that she's over here talking about like, oh, I didn't want him around my daughters. Like he kept on saying like, oh, let's go meet your daughters. Where are they at? Like basically she's perpetuating this narrative, obviously, that is being, alleged out there. And it's so crazy to me that if you guys saw that video, like she was tipsy being nasty with this guy in front of her daughters. So to me, I'm so sorry, y'all. Like, I just can't get behind stuff like this that I'm like, she's over here making it seem like, oh my gosh, this guy's so weird. Like, he wanted to go around my daughters. But you took him around your daughters. Like, you were tipsy, literally, like, grinding up on him, being all, in front of him, like, in front of your kids with him. And then now you're going to go and be like, oh, like, he wanted to be in front of my daughters. It was just weird. Then why'd you let him in front of your daughters? This man that you had just met, who you are doing a collaboration with, you don't know him. His manager allegedly hit up Ash Trevino to do this collaboration. She obviously agreed to it. But then I'm like, girl, now all of a sudden you want to, like, put this out there and just, I don't know, y'all. Before we get into those clips, I do want to play this clip to where she is opening up a little bit more about some of the things that she's been through in her life. And I think that she's trying to humanize herself a little bit more because obviously she does have such a horrible reputation online. And I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts and opinions about this, so check it out.
I was going through depression, and a lot of these tea pages didn't think I was really going through that depression. If it was not for Uncle Fester, I wouldn't be breathing today. I can honestly say that. If it was not for him that day coming over and talking to me and letting me cry to him, I wouldn't be here today. That day was my last straw. And whenever y'all found out about that, a lot of these tea pages, instead of actually saying, oh, I'm glad she's okay, she's here for her kids, they drag my name. They drag me still. I have to deal with that. Why do you think I don't come on live often? Why do you think I don't come on here? Because I don't need that validation from y'all. I have to deal with this stuff within. And I see everything that y'all post. Y'all call me fat, y'all call me ugly, y'all call me all kinds of names, and that's fine. But remember, I hope that you're the most beautiful girl in the world, and I hope that you're a perfect person. Because at the end of the day, I'm somebody's mom, I'm somebody's daughter, and I'm somebody's friend. I still went broke putting a roof over my head for my daughters. I went broke putting a roof over my head to make sure that I had the money for rent. I had the money for the bills, everything. For the food in the fridge, everything. For Eviana's bed, y'all down talk me so much that y'all don't even know me. Y'all think y'all know me because of what y'all see on the internet, and y'all are gonna say, oh, well, you put yourself out here like that. Yeah, I did, and I did make mistakes, but remember, y'all have made me so insecure about myself that I don't like to go out in public. I don't like to do this. I don't like to do that. But I still do it because I have two daughters that I'm raising. I have two daughters that see me. And if they see their mom not confident about her body, how is that going to make them feel?
There y'all saw from right there. She was saying that she was going through a depression and that she would not be here if it wasn't for Uncle Fester, which, oh my gosh, y'all, her and Uncle Fester, low key, I feel like they are on track to be just as messy and just as draining as Santos and Brianna Olsen. Because I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so tiring. Except though, can I just keep it real with you guys? I feel like maybe in my head I have a little bit more patience and tolerance for like Santos and Brown Olsen because they're both so young. But then I look at like Ash Trevino and Uncle Fester, and it's like we're talking about like a 37-year-old and a 44-year-old here. Like that's where things are just kind of like, oh my god, you guys are like really out there. Okay, you guys need to get it together because it's like, yes, I understand, that these young fools are out there, being annoying, being crazy, doing things for clicks and views and all that. But I'm like, you guys are like, much older than them. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, I have to go ahead and play this clip right here, okay? And we are going to be building up to her talking about her, separation, her breakup with her fiance, because she felt the need to get up out there on the internet, which, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this before in the last video that I filmed, like, she's, like, back on TikTok, which I can't keep up with her in these TikToks because I'm like, they keep on getting banned, but then I'm just kind of like, wait, so then she can create an account. So like, is the ban for real? Like, I'm so lost about this. She tries to say that everything got too negative for her on TikTok and that's why she's actually been gone. And that's why she's been on Snapchat and Instagram, I guess, because like people can't react too much on there, which last I checked on Instagram, you can react just as much as you can on TikTok. So I don't quite understand that. Snapchat, I understand, because obviously you could like post stuff on there and like turn off your replies type of thing. But anyways, y'all, she is opening up right here saying that her and that guy did not do anything other than kiss, which y'all know, if you guys saw that last video, clearly she was trying to do a whole hell of a lot more than just kiss. But this is what she's saying now. Check out this clip.
Me and Junior never slept together. Me and Junior never did anything. The only thing we did was kiss, and that's it. We never slept together. We never had sex, nothing. He was on his phone the whole time, to be honest. He was literally on his phone the whole time.
It's funny that she's like clearing that up because, to be quite honest with you guys, y'all already know that she wanted to do way more with this fool, okay? Which, by the way, can I just tell you guys, okay, speaking of that guy, Junior, I'm very confused now because everyone was saying that the manager is his boyfriend. Everyone that apparently is a follower of his is like, hey, like, this fool's like gay. Like, people were literally commenting like, oh, he's openly gay. So I was very confused about it, but then I'm like, wait, there's allegations of him talking to, an underage girl. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to believe, which, by the way, once again, allegations, I don't know. Y'all know I do not like talking about things like that because I really do feel like it's going down a slippery slope. And y'all know I cannot afford a lawsuit, okay? Y'all, I cannot afford a Shake Shack burger. Like, my cheap ass wanted a Shake Shack the other day, and I was sitting over there like, why was my burger like $13? I was like, never mind. I'm just going to go to Taco Bell and get me a box instead because no. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this whole, marriage situation over here and her, talking about him saying some things as far as, well, actually one before that, I completely forgot that I did have another clip too that she was over here opening up about their terms and conditions, okay, about their marriage, to where the manager was saying like, oh, they're going to like full on legally get married, okay? And then after that, we'll talk about her not like thinking, or her thinking that it's weird that he wanted to go in front of the girls and like hang out with the girls and things like that, which I'm just kind of like, can I tell you guys this, okay? This is where my thought goes, okay? She's saying these things, okay, after hearing these allegations about this guy. And she's saying those things, which, okay, yeah, you could be like, oh, damn, that was a little bit weird. But then it's like, why are you so comfortable taking a guy who you just met, okay? Yes, this guy has an internet presence, okay? And yes, like, you guys were doing a collaboration. However, maybe I am just way too private and way too, like, kind of standoffish as a person as far as, like, having them meet some people. Like, y'all, I have some friends of mine that I've been friends with for like 5 years that have not been around my parents, okay? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just very like, okay, I don't like having too many people come around. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just kind of like, maybe I am different in that aspect. It's just weird to me that I'm like, you have daughters and you brought this man in front of your dad and your daughters literally on the first day of meeting this man. To me, that's weird. And yes, you could have the mindset of like, oh, he has an internet persona or whatever, but let's go ahead and keep it real. Some people out there on the internet are really crazy. And I'm so sorry, y'all, but I've just always believed in stranger danger, okay? And you know what? Maybe that is, not working in my favor because obviously that's why my channel doesn't really grow too much. That's why my social media accounts don't grow too much, because I don't be doing collabs with people. I don't be meeting up with people. I don't do any of that. Like, I stay over here in my little corner of my room and y'all, I don't know. Like, I just can't trust people too much because I don't know. People are very strange, okay? Just keeping it real. So anyways, check out this clip right here to where she is talking about the terms and conditions of her marriage. Check it out.
They literally asked me to legally marry Junior. And I was like, what? And the manager was the one that was like, his manager was like, I think it'd be good if y'all legally got married. I said, like, marriage license and everything? He's like, yeah. I'm like, for what? I was like, oh my God. So then I said, well, you know what? In order for us to do this, there has to be a proposal. So we went to Walmart that Sunday after they filmed at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that's when they bought the ring.
There y'all saw from right there that she legitimately was going to get married to this guy, which I think is absolutely batshit crazy, okay? However, I do have to say this. I feel like she is so damn delusional that she really would have done it. I do think that she legally would have got married to this guy because I think that she's so delusional that she would be the type like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting married, you know, and she like lives in this little fantasy land. And then also too, I don't know why she talks about being divorced 3 times and then like talking about like, oh, this would be my 4th divorce, so no biggie. I'm just kind of like, because she literally said in another comment, I don't know if I have it on video actually, but she said it somewhere. If you guys saw it, you guys saw it. But she literally said like, oh, it'll just be my 4th divorce, you know, no biggie. I'm like, girl, like I almost feel like she literally wants to be like in the Guinness Book of World Records for like having the most divorce. You know what I'm saying? Like she seems like that type, okay? Which by the way, clearly she does some outlandish things because she did get married to a man while he was in jail. Which by the way, I'm not saying like, oh, y'all, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I legitimately would date and you know maybe marry a man that was once in jail. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, depending upon the charges. However, I will never, and I do mean ever, marry someone while they are incarcerated. Okay, I would not marry them while they are in jail. Maybe if I got bored one day and I got up on one of those sites where you like, you know, chat with an inmate or whatever, and hey, maybe I hit things off, and then as soon as he got out, like things were legit and actually were good. Okay, cool, no problem, because I do believe that people can learn, change, and grow. However, I'm not going to be marrying somebody while they're in jail. Like to me, that's kind of crazy. I am so sorry, y'all. I once knew a person, okay, who was in a relationship with a man while he was in jail for 11 years. Like, and legit, like, in a relationship. I was sitting over here like, 11 years you're waiting for a man? Like, I couldn't do that, y'all. I'm sorry. Even if I was, like, so madly in love with somebody and then they got arrested, like, I'm not putting my life on hold for 11 years. You know what I mean? Maybe that's rude of me. Maybe, I don't know. Is that kind of messed up? Y'all let me know. Would you guys, by the way, would keep it real? Would you guys marry somebody in jail? Okay. Here we got some questions over here because now I'm thinking. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the stuff right here to where she is talking about how he was, you know, apparently being a little bit weird and wanting to go around her daughters, which I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't stand the fact that she's talking about it, you know, after the fact, after hearing these allegations, because to me, everyone that I know, okay, literally everyone that I know that has kids is not going to just bring a stranger in front of their kids. Like literally everyone that I know, if they're like dating a man or whatever, they're like, oh, hell no, like they're not going to be my kids until at least 6 months. Do you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's so weird, which yes, I understand this was a collaboration. They're not obviously really together or whatever, but I don't care what. It's just weird to bring somebody, you know, to the house that they're staying at. Like, I don't know. To me, that seems dangerous. And now, clearly, obviously, this guy knows where they live and whatnot. And you just can't trust people. Even if they have an internet, you know, personality and a presence and they have a following, that doesn't automatically make them a credible person. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, maybe I am just a little bit too skeptical of people, you know, but I don't know. I would rather be safe than sorry, to be honest with you guys. Check out this clip right here.
He kept pushing the fact that I want to go see your kids. I want to go do videos with them. I want to see your kids. Let me see your kids. Can we FaceTime your kids? Can we go see... When somebody's pushing to see the kids, I thought it was weird because nobody ever does that, okay? Nobody ever just, I want to go see your kids. Let's go see your kids. Blah, 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 blah. Like, nobody asked to just see somebody's kids that are underaged. And he kept pushing the fact. I was like, that's weird, bro. I would never... He only met my kids that one time and my dad was there, so.
There y'all see her leaning into that right there, which is obviously making it sound even way worse, especially after these allegations came out that he was, you know, allegedly talking to an underage girl, which, okay, cool for her for speaking out about it. However, homegirl, you already brought him around your kids. Like, she's over here saying this like, oh, it's weird, it's weird. How come you didn't piece that together before? Maybe I'm way too intuitive of a person, but if somebody's being weird like that, like, I'm gonna sense that energy and then it's gonna make me put my guard up and be like, damn, I ain't taking you around my... Like, why do you keep on bringing up my kids? Like, that's weird to me. Like, why did she let him around the kids? That's where I'm just kind of like, girl, you think like you're being, you know, a mom over here. You're being a mama bear and you're being like protective. Like, oh, it's weird of him. But it's like, girl, you already let him around the kids. You know what what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. Like, I don't know. Anyways, y'all, I do want to go ahead and play one last clip right here because she is saying, okay, and honestly, I did see another clip. I don't recall if it's in the one that I saved, which you guys will see if so, that she literally said, like, God strike me down or whatever, that she was saying, like, legit, she was going to get married, that it was not fake, that she legitimately was going to get legally married. Obviously, it wouldn't be like a real marriage as far as like love, but I guess she was willing to go that far for the skit, I guess, which to me is crazy. Like, okay, girl, you want to go ahead and do this skit over here that you're getting married, that's fine, but like to legally get married, like, can y'all just imagine if she had money in the bank and then she legally got married to this guy and then that fool took her for everything that she had, like, or 50% of everything that she had? Like, I'm so sorry. I'd be like, well, girl, that's what you get for being dumb. Check out this clip right here.
And the marriage thing wasn't fake. Actually, we were going to legally get married, but I'm glad that didn't happen. So I don't have to fake a pregnancy to keep y'all entertained and, oh, let's go to fake doctor's appointments knowing you're not even pregnant, bro. Well, that's sad.
There y'all saw her say for herself that she was legally going to get married. Okay. I'm telling you, I hate to say it. I know I sound repetitive and you guys are probably like, okay, bitch, stop saying that. But every single time I talk about Ash Trevino, I swear it just keeps getting more delusional, more delusional, more delusional. And every single time I'm like, there's nothing out on the internet that could like shock me about Ash Trevino. And then I'm like, oh, and then this comes out and I'm just like, oh, damn, this girl is Looney Tunes. Like, she is straight up Looney Tunes, okay? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.